So you know how like recently there's that whole discussion on like would you rather let your girlfriend be stuck in the forest with a bear or with a man?
What?
Do you know about that?
No.
Oh my god, this is
Is that like
perfect.
it's
That's
probably
this is a
an
genuine
exclusive club?
this is a genuine question that
Oh, I forgot. I'm wearing no socks. That's not
no
good. That's not. I mean, I could just have my feet down, but that's not how I naturally sit.
no put on old
Frick.
socks.
No, but those are all gross.
Then put on
Here, should I put on
slides.
Crocs?
Put on the Crocs. Put on
Okay,
the
okay.
Crocs.
Here, wait, explain it while I'm going.
Should I do both mics?
No.
Would that cause a lot of okay?
That would just be annoying.
So Jason is putting on Crocs because he left his puppies out.
My dogs.
The dogs are out, guys.
You see my toes. Those are not puppies, okay?
Yeah.
Those are hounds.
Those are
Canine.
from the pound traumatic life story. Like those types of dogs that you adopt that just like went through the most saddest life.
Oh my god.
Like abandoned. Like on the couple side of TikTok, there's like this whole question on like if you rather be stuck, like if you rather your girlfriend be stuck. Usually the girlfriend asks the boyfriend this question, but would you rather have your girlfriend be stuck in a forest with a bear or with a man? And I personally think, because my girlfriend has asked me this question before, and we've had many conversations about this. And the first time I gave the answer that I think she wanted to hear. My girlfriend's gonna watch this. This is not good. But then eventually I just started being like, why is this question like I feel like this has got to be the dumbest question. Like, you know, like all those would you love me if I was a worm type of questions. Like I think this has got to be the dumbest one. Because I don't know. Because here's the thing. Am I wrong for picking a man?
No. Wait, it's between a bear and a man?
Yeah.
Pick man.
No, because here's the argument where it's like, well, actually, it's on many levels. On one,
Why the
on
fuck
one,
would you pick bear?
On one, it's you're letting me. You're okay with me being in a forest with another man.
Oh my god, bro.
But then it's also like.
Oh my god.
But then it's also like I think it's because, with a bear, this is the argument that all the guys that pick bear say, right? With a bear, you know what the worst thing a bear can do to you. But you don't know what the worst thing a man can do to you because humans are just more logically advanced, I guess. But I'm also thinking in my head, like, okay, but who said that it was a bad man?
Yeah.
You know
also,
what I mean?
like, if they're both crazy trying to kill you, I like my imaginary girlfriend because I don't have a girlfriend. I like their odds against a man.
Right?
Versus a bear.
A bear, what are you going to do? Climb a tree? The bear could probably climb.
Facts. The bear could
the bear will
it
eat
down.
The tree.
Yeah. Bears don't eat trees, Justy.
But, like, yeah, I don't know. I just think that's a dumb question. Anyways, welcome back to another episode of
Winston.
We'll figure it out later.
Puzzling. Winston is about to do some puzzling.
Jason and post. Editor Jason, can you add some auto tune onto this?
Yo, what up, Cease? It's your girl Winston, aka Winnie the Bish, aka Brown Lightning. Listen, Schmidt drop falling like a bad habit. I love that scene so much.
You can, yo, Jason and editor Jason, can you add some auto tune onto this?
Winston is about to do some puzzling.
Anyways,
this is episode 2.
Yes,
woo, we're back for another one.
Yes.
Let's go.
Thank you for the 2 likes.
Actually, yeah. Well, we're filming this before the first one came out, so we actually don't know what the reception.
We don't really know how well the first episode did. Thank you for all the support, though.
Yes, thank you.
One or multiple viewers.
Can you imagine? All of it is just hate. Like, you guys fucking suck at talking. I hate the way your voices sound. Should we just hop into High-Low Mark Ruffalo? You go first this time.
High-Low Mark Ruffalo.
Now, technically, we're only filming this a few days after.
Because, you know, we're stacking
because we're trying to stack them up, you know, for our launch. But
also, I got finals, so
yeah, so it's just, you know, hard. Scheduling. We're busy people as well. So we might, like, I mean, it's hard to give like a high and low of the week if it's only been a few days. Technically, it is a new week, but you know what I mean. But you go.
So a high is probably me finding out I'm exempt from a few of my finals.
School. Yes.
A low is probably
fucking go.
The fact that I still have to take a few finals.
Fuck.
Especially like I have to take finals for classes, like for AP classes.
Mm-hmm.
So classes I've already taken the AP exam for.
Uh-huh.
And now I still have a
Oh,
final.
you took AP exams. I just realized.
Yeah, that was a while. That was a month ago.
Yeah, I know. But did you get your scores?
If I did, then I didn't look at them yet.
Oh, shoot. You know, because I took 2 APs in my senior year of high school, and I failed both my AP exams. So I got no credit.
I probably didn't get credit. I mean, it's AP Lang and AP Comp Sci principles.
But did you do well in the classes for the year? Not that that matters, but...
Lang, I did okay. Comp Sci, I literally never... I still don't know why I picked that class. It was a mystery.
Okay, so that's your high and your low. Do you have a Mark Ruffalo?
My Mark Ruffalo is... I got my cap and gown recently. Oh, you know what? No. Can I change my answers? Sorry.
Yeah, please.
My low is taking finals, right? Finals is coming up. My high is... We have this candygram at my high school. And it's called Kiss Your Senior Goodbye. And first of all, I love making that joke because whenever I'm with a friend that's an underclassman, I'll be like, I'm waiting. You know what I mean?
Wait, keep talking. I don't know why I'm getting this anxiety that I didn't press record.
Okay, did you press record?
Yes.
Imagine you went, no!
Fuck.
But, yeah, so I got 4 candygrams from 4 different people.
Wow, you're so popular. How does Lindsay feel about this?
Well, Lindsay got one.
Yeah, but like you're getting candygrams from 4 other people.
They're all men.
So?
And they're like young. They're like sophomores.
Drake?
I love Drake.
BBL dressing.
But yeah, that's my high. My low is taking finals. My Mark Ruffalo is getting my cap and gown. That's interesting. Seeing that. I also have 5 tickets, meaning you can come to my graduation.
Are you serious?
And I actually put my name on a list.
Oh my god, I just spit on my hand. Sorry, continue.
I also put my name on a list.
Yeah.
That I don't really know exactly how it works, but from what I've heard, if you put your name on the list, you can get 2 extra tickets.
Oh.
But I also am like, there's no way that they're just gonna hand them out though. Like maybe it's a
Well, who would you even
or...
give the extra tickets to?
I just put my name down just because maybe another relative would want to come. I could invite college friends that wanted to watch graduation or underclassmen that wanted to watch us graduate.
Okay. I mean, I hope you just don't end up taking them away from people who actually need them for their family.
It's fine. I mean, Matt also put his name down, and he has like a lot of family members. But that's besides the point. Anyways, worst case scenario, I'll just put it on my Instagram. Like, hey, does anyone need any extra tickets?
You should sell them, resell them, put them on Ticketmaster.
Yeah.
All right. My high-low Mark Ruffalo. My high is that I don't talk about it much on my channel or like to make it public. But I do enjoy making music, playing guitar, singing. I'm not great at it, but I enjoy it. And I'm excited because tomorrow. So, okay, I should preface this by saying, there's this thing they call it like songwriting camp, right? Where like when an artist is working on an upcoming album, and they really got to lock the fuck in, they will get an Airbnb at like a nice mansion. Stay there for like however many. I mean, sometimes a couple days, sometimes it's a week, sometimes a month. Maybe in like a secluded area or whatever. And all they do every day, wake up, write music, make music, produce whatever, work on the album, right? And then it's just like you lock in. It's camp, right? And they do that with like all their producers or like other co-writers or whatever. Now, it's always been kind of like a low-key dream of mine to be able to have the opportunity. Like, I don't know, like who doesn't want to be like a famous singer or like someone who can make music for a living?
Yeah.
And it's always been like a low-key dream of mine to like go be in like a songwriting camp where it's like all you do is just spend time in the studio just fucking shit up. And tomorrow, so a couple of my close friends have been into, like just dabbling in like making beats and like producing a little bit of music here and there, and I have been like practicing like songwriting a little bit, writing some songs here and there.
Yeah.
Just trying to exercise that muscle. So tomorrow, my friend has OC. We're going to his house. We're sleeping over and we're grinding. We're gonna try and make some music. And I'm really excited because I've never done that before. I don't really know what to expect because none of us are like crazy talented. I'm not expecting to be like lightning in a bottle or anything. But it should be fun. Worst comes to worst, I'm just hanging out with them and it's just chill. But we're all pretty excited for it, and I think it'll be fun. If any good songs or music comes out of it, I'll share it with you guys. Probably no good music is going to come out of it, so you probably won't see anything, but yeah, that's my high. My low, um, so I used to be like a comic book nerd when I was younger, say like probably like age 10. Yeah, well, I mean, as a kid, I was like really into Batman and whatever, like superheroes. But then, like, I became like I read comic books and like was like a nerd in like age 10 to like middle school, a couple years. And there was one YouTuber that I watched a lot because I was a YouTube fiend. His name was Comic Storian, and he basically would just like talk about comic books and told his stories. He had like a podcast. He had all sorts of things, and he passed away recently. It was a few days. I told you about this already, obviously. It was a few days ago, and then his team just announced it publicly yesterday. And it's really sad. I'm pretty sure it was an accident. They didn't give any specifications. They're all just like obviously grieving right now, and it's just sad. I feel like as I've been getting older, it's like obviously I don't know these celebrities or these it's all like parasocial relationships or like
Mm-hmm.
but as I'm getting older, like more and more people that like have like had an effect on me in my life. And like I know it sounds kind of corny to say because again they're just celebrities, they're just actors or singers. Or Kobe Bryant is another big one, who was like a big role model for me, passing away tragically. And not to get like too depressing, it's just sad to think that like it's gonna keep going on forever and ever. Another big one for me. One of my favorite shows of all time is Friends. Another big one for me was Matthew Perry passing away. Also, like tragic out of nowhere. Um, and it's just like sad to see because like it's the first one. You know, in my lifetime, the rest of them are probably gonna die. And so many other people in my life are gonna. I say in my life makes it seem like I actually knew them, but obviously, like I keep clarifying
Yeah.
that wasn't the case. But it's just more and more. I feel like shit keeps happening. It's really sad to see. Um, yeah, I hope him, the comic historian's team and his family are doing well. Prayers go out to them. But yeah, that was very sad. And yeah, his videos were fire, bro. He was the type of YouTuber that made like multi-hour long videos, breaking like an entire saga. Telling the story of an entire saga of comic books in one video. And I have such vivid memories of like falling asleep to that. And then like, I don't know about you, but like when I fall asleep to like something on TV or whatever, and it keeps playing for like, cause like like even if it's a TV show, like it'll keep playing over and over again. It like affects my dreams because I'll like fall in and out of sleep and I'll hear what's coming on. So like, let's say they're talking about Green Lantern in the video, right? Or they're talking about Batman in the video. In my dream, I'll see Batman and Green Lantern because I heard it. You know what I mean? And it like affects it. So I have so many vivid memories of like that type of thing happening because I fell asleep watching his videos and his videos are so long. And yeah, it's really sad. So yeah, that's my low. R.I.P.
Yeah.
The goat Benny. Shouts out.
Yeah.
Um, and my Mark Ruffalo will be. This sunburn is really bothering me, man. I have a necklace that I wear, and it's like resting on the sunburn. I was smart though because I anticipated getting some sort of tan or sunburn, so I took off the necklace while I was at the beach because I don't want any weird tan lines, right? But now it's like I press it and it's like every time.
Yeah.
So it's a little annoying, but I'll survive. Anyways, let's move on to Song of the Week. 3, 2, 1. Positions by Ariana Grande.
Driver Era.
Sing a little bit of Heart of Mine. My glasses are foggy. Hold on.
I don't. Shoot. You see, when this always happens, when I'm told to sing a bit of a song that I like get
Take your
stumped.
time.
Yeah, never mind. You go first. It's also not the type of song that you like really, really sing.
Heaven sent you to me. I'm just hoping I don't repeat history. Boy, I'm trying to meet your mama on Sunday.
Okay. I didn't know how long we were gonna keep that going.
I could have gone for the entire song, man. I am currently in the process of editing my long-awaited Positions album reaction. For those of you that don't know, I did a
great album,
whole Ariana Grande series, and I skipped Positions because timing with when Eternal Sunshine dropped. So I'm coming back to it now, finally, months later. Banger.
Yeah,
banger. Love that song. Love that. That album is just great. So fun.
Great. I remember like listening to that album a lot during art class, but like not the portfolio class, like the old art classes that I used to take. I used to take art classes during like my freshman year. Oh my god.
I just feel like it's like the quintessential Ariana Grande.
Yeah, like I feel like when I think about Ariana Grande, I think those are songs.
All the harmonies, all the stacked vocals, all the yeah.
Yeah.
Can you stay up all night? Heart of Mine.
Oh,
is that the See, you can't sing it, you fucking liar.
Is that a trick?
Yeah, it was a fucking trick.
Okay, fine, I admit it. I was just embarrassed to sing on camera.
That's right. I'm trying to meet your mama on a Sunday. Making love on a Monday. Anyways, now that we're done with all our intro segments, we get into the real meat and potatoes.
Yeah, we talk about
the podcast. So today,
which is us talking about us.
Yes, which is the most important part, obviously.
Yep.
So, like I mentioned last episode, I am in the process of trying to undergo a body transformation. Kind of not doing that. I had a little bit of trail mix today because I had it left over from the other day. I know. I mean, technically it's just nuts, and I had like 2 M&Ms, but I worked it off. Even though I ate it after the gym, I worked it. It's all calories at the end of the day, right? I'm burning calories even just sitting here.
You are?
Yeah, your body burns calories just sitting around doing nothing, just functioning. Watch. That was a good workout. I just burned probably like 5 calories.
You definitely did not. I think it's more like 0.0.
Well, okay, all I know is that my fitness app says if I live a sedimentary life, which means I basically just stay on my ass the entire day, I still burn like 1,500 calories. Right?
Seriously?
Yeah. So, and like it's funny to think about because like you think about how much you exert yourself for a workout. Like for example, I did Stairmaster today, like 1,000 steps or something. It was only like 130 calories. I was like, what the fuck? I feel like I just fucking ran a marathon. Not that I would know how that feels, but yeah. Like I always feel like you think you burn calories at a faster rate than you actually do when you work out, but really majority of the calories you burn is just from your body doing. Like, I just burn calories by blinking, Anyways, but yeah, it's because I'm in a bit of a health kick. Justy is, he's celebrating a little bit in senior week and, taking some much needed time. Okay, no, you're not. All right. You're just enjoying your last few weeks as a high schooler. That's nothing to be ashamed of at all. All right. But you're also kind of getting into the health kick a little bit. Our dad is trying to get into the health kick as well. Emphasis on the word trying. But I know it's a really common, like, basic topic for, like, podcasts and mukbangs, and it's a very girly thing. Like, a lot of girls on podcasts
Let's
talk
talk
about
about our bodies.
body confidence, because it is a very, obviously for women, it is a very different thing than it is for men. I think it has the potential to play a much bigger role in their overall confidence, just because of, societal standards, I guess you could say. But it's there for guys too. As a former obese child, is, body confidence is something that I feel like I struggle with a lot. Would you say that you struggle with it at all?
As of recent, yes. Well, I think it maybe might have started around sophomore year. Because when I started exercising and I started worrying about my health, my physical health, like my body dysmorphia became like really bad. I feel like the difference between the way I struggle with it and the way you struggle with it was with you, it's like seeing the number go up and seeing the number be high. And also just looking at yourself and seeing like fat rolls and
titties.
Yeah, right? Like it just wasn't great. Like for you, I feel like it was like you looking at what it was, while for me it was me making it a lot worse than it was. In my head.
Okay, I get it. So since you were never as chubby as me, it's like you
listen.
But me, it's like I didn't have to make anything up, right? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, yeah. Well, I'm okay with saying that now because you're skinnier.
Yeah,
now.
Of course.
If anything, truth is, me and Jason weigh like about the same right now.
Yeah, well, right now, it's so funny. Like, because my weight fluctuated a lot during high school because like it went down, and then went back up again, and then went down, and then pandemic hit, and I gained weight again, and then freshman 15, and I gained more, and then I went down again, right? But that first initial kick when I really like lost like I think it was like 20 pounds. I went from like 205 to like 185 my freshman year of high school. My dad was like, and like whenever we talk about it, he's like, yeah, I was so worried for you, but obviously I couldn't say anything. But like, I was so worried. I was like, I get it.
Obviously I couldn't say anything.
Yeah,
but
I was so.
You were
fat as fuck. You were so.
No. Like you were like so.
I'm like, yeah, Daddy. I'm like, no, you don't get it. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but like, yeah. he still to this day is like, man, you shocked me, bro. Like you could have been so
like it's like, like how did he do it? He was so fat. Like
he was so fat.
And I mean, hey, like at the end of the day, you did do something that. Even though that was those initial 20 pounds that you lost in your freshman year of high school. First of all, you were a freshman in high school, which was very, very young. And also, I think, like, committing to a diet and losing weight, especially from growing up, being a kid that was overweight, and, like, having those habits of eating a lot and lack of exercise and whatever. Like that is a very impressive thing to do. I mean, listen, I'm just gonna admit it right now. I'm a senior in high school. I'm struggling. I'm sad.
Yeah,
like
I think
right now.
The hardest part about it at first was, I had always like as a kid, I always knew my weight was a problem. I remember like every year when I would go to the doctor's office and they make me step on the scale, I'd like be so nervous. And like in the weeks prior, my mom would be like, you have your doctor's appointment, and I would try to like get into like exercise a little more, just try to like get that number to go down every single time. And I remember some years I would step on it, it's like, okay, it's not that bad. Some years I'd step on and the doctor would like not say anything for the first second. I feel like, it was definitely something that I struggled with for a really long time. I think that's totally relatable to a lot of people too.
That is just such a sad thought.
Yeah. Cause like someone like
Jason on the scale.
Yeah. Because someone like you who was like obviously you still feel it now when you gain a little bit of weight, but like, I'm not going to lie, like the torment of growing up feeling fat. Some people are like overweight, but like it's not necessarily something that
bothers them.
They're insecure about, right? Which is again totally cool. But as someone that was like always kind of just felt like ugh, and like had those doctor's visits where I was like every year, you wanted it was tough. I think the initial push for going on a diet, especially when you're 14, bro, it was very difficult, but there was a part of me that felt like, you know what? I'm just gonna fucking do it. Because that was also around the time where it's like started caring more about like liking girls and like, you know, like I realized like, oh shoot, I can't get girls looking like this.
Yeah.
I mean, not that changed that much since losing weight, but you get my point. It did change, but so yeah, it was just like really frustrating because like you see kids literally eat like the most unhealthiest shit, right? And they're my friend Giordano. I love that guy. I fucking hate that guy though because he eats whatever the fuck he wants, and he is so skinny.
Yeah.
You know, but everyone's different. You know, it's just how the world is.
Yeah.
On one hand, you know, I look back at those moments and I think I don't even know if I've told you this much, but I look back at those moments and think about like, oh, how much of a struggle it was. Like literally, my first time I dieted, or like that first kick my freshman year, I did a diet for like 2 weeks that all I ate was vegetable water.
Yeah.
It was
the soup diet.
Yeah.
It was.
There's no meat. It was celery bits, carrot bits, tomatoes, and I think either vegetable broth or chicken broth. And it's just we get this big pot of soup. You pour it up, no carbs. That's all you eat. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I lived a sedimentary lifestyle. That's how I got chubby in the first place. So I didn't have to worry about like exerting my body too much. You know, like worried about getting my carbs.
You're already on that calorie deficit.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, that was. It's weird. Like when I think about it, in the moment, I didn't think it was that bad because, like, once I first decided, I feel like I have this tendency to like, when I know that I gotta lock in. I lock in. I'm a procrastinator at heart. I think most people are. But I think diamonds are made under pressure. And most of my videos, literally all of my YouTube videos, I am editing the morning of.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
you guys don't know that about that.
Like
bro.
I am grinding.
We will delay family plans because
yes.
we'll be like, yo, Jason. Like we'll call family members, be like, yo, Jason got to upload this video, so we're gonna be like 2 hours late.
Like it is literally down to the wire. Sometimes I like to upload Friday at 4. That's my ideal perfect world upload time. It's just for algorithmic purposes for my audience when they tend to be on YouTube looking at analytics. Friday at 4 is the gold standard. If I push it to Friday at 5, it's because I need that extra hour to like, you know, whether it's copyright checks. You know it's bad if when you first get the copyright claim, you're like, fuck, I can't post it today. You know what I mean? Because I'm every second counts. That's how it really is.
So just
not
so
that that's
guys
how
know,
it should be, but that's just how it is for me.
Well, actually, I guess this rule wouldn't really apply anymore because I feel like now you focus more on quality than quantity. But if it's Friday at 4, and there's no Jason video,
I'm working on it.
Just know that Jason's working on it.
But yeah, so like basically I think at that point in my life when I realized how bad it was getting, even though I was young, I was 14, I still like there was just like a switch that flipped in me. You know what I mean? And that sounds so corny. Like I hate how that sounds because I feel like that's how every weight loss story. Mm-hmm. But it's clicked, and like dude, like
bruh snapped.
Yeah, bruh. I felt like my back was against the wall in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
you know, it's like from this moment I could either like this is the start of high school essentially. I will either continue down this route or I can make a change and become healthier.
Yeah.
This is also like around that time I was into like I started getting into basketball. I sucked, obviously, still suck, kind of, but
no, you're good.
I'm okay.
You're like Jeremy Lin, you know. You need to be surrounded by the right people.
Yeah, like people that are worse than me.
Is that really what it was?
Well, no, that's what I need. Oh. I know Jeremy Lin. Jeremy Lin was good because he's like a system player, because he's a point guard that needed to have the ball essentially. Mm-hmm. And I love Jeremy Lin. Shouts out.
Freaking love Jeremy Lin.
I excel with the right people around me because if they're a lot worse than me, then I look great. So it's a little,
then you feel good,
and I feel good about myself. And then so much of it is, believing that the shot's going in, you feel good, you start playing better. That was a tangent. I don't even remember what I was saying. But yeah, so like in the moment when I was doing that intense diet, I wasn't even really struggling. I was just like, I had the food laid out for me. Mom would be cooking up that soup every few days when I needed a new batch. I just drink it. If I'm hungry, have more soup. I end up having like 6 bowls a day, but that's fine. You know what I mean? And it worked, dude. I think I lost like 10 pounds. Obviously, most of that is water weight and whatever, but
10 pounds in what? The
first 2 weeks.
Yo, I gotta get on that.
Every time I've gained weight since then, I've always been like, should I use the soup diet to jumpstart it? But now my lifestyle is just so much more. Like, dude, I literally used to just watch Naruto all day.
Yeah, that is true.
Like, I'm not even joking. Like,
that's true.
Like, specifically remember there are days where I didn't eat anything. I would wake up at like 8:30 in the morning over the summer, and like I didn't have a cell phone yet, so this was like more like elementary school. I didn't have a cell phone yet, so I didn't really see my friends that often over the summer. Sometimes I would go to summer camp, and then there'd be like those like couple week breaks in between when summer camp ends and school starts, or when school ends and summer camp starts. Like whatever. Where I would wake up at 8:30, stay in bed with my mom's iPad mini while both our parents are at work. I don't know what you're doing. You might have had your own summer camps. We went to different summer camps for a while. And I just watched Naruto all day until literally my parents came home. And I think that's why I have scoliosis too, because I was leaned up on my side like this for like days.
Like you were waiting for a honey to come through the door, just like.
Yeah, except instead of the honey,
it was like freaking Shikamaru.
Yeah, it was Naruto. Love that show. And I don't think I would have been able to finish. I mean, I didn't watch all of it, but I basically watched all of it without living that lifestyle for a while. But I'm also glad that I don't do that anymore.
I actually do remember that.
You do remember that?
I feel like I was home. I think I was just like playing with my toys.
Yeah, you were probably doing your own thing.
Because Jason was also in that phase where like he didn't like playing with me, so like I had to get used to playing by myself.
Yeah. Also, you had like I was just staying in our room. You had the whole living room to yourself. Big ass TV. Lucky you.
Yeah. So I probably watched like Cartoon Network or something.
Yeah. But yeah, what about you? Because obviously you didn't grow up with the same weight issues.
Yeah,
that I did.
That's true. To be honest.
But. Like we always talk about, like being I feel like people throw around the word like too skinny or skinny.
Yeah.
A lot. Body insecurity can come from being too skinny as well. For us, our family, I think it was such a foreign idea because our family's always been about losing weight, because we're just struggle with chubs, right? We have chub syndrome. But, as someone that was skinny, do you think that that's something that you struggle with? Feeling like you need to...
Okay. Well, to be completely honest, I was never insecure about being too skinny. And I've told you this before, but I had a conversation recently with one of my friends. Mm-hmm. And this friend is just like your friend Giordano. Very high metabolism, very
those
skinny,
motherfuckers.
Right? I know, right? But like... And he was telling me about how like, because we went to the beach... So there were a lot of pictures of us without shirts on, and more specifically pictures of him because at that time I don't know why, I just didn't really take off my shirt, and that's not the point. So then we were having a conversation about those pictures, and he was like, yeah, not gonna lie, like I'm kind of insecure about how I look in these pictures, and I'm like, why? Because I didn't see anything wrong, but he was like, it's because I'm just like too skinny, like, I look like a twig, and I'm like. And then I remember listening to that and being like, the idea of being insecure about being too skinny is just so foreign to me. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying that it doesn't exist, and I'm not saying it's invalid, but it's just because in my family, in our family, like, that just wasn't really the issue. And if anything, like, when I was, like, a little kid, I was also kind of like that, where I was very skinny. And, like, my parents would be, like, happy for me, you know what I mean? Like nice. He'd be like, hey, I can see your ribs. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I imagine my friends' parents would probably be like, you need to eat more, like you need give this kid a sandwich, right? Like comments like that, right? Yeah. But for me, it was like me being skinny was like hey, you know what I mean? Like something cool.
Yeah.
Um,
It's a flex.
yeah, so I never really struggled with that sincerely. But at the same time, I also went through phases of fluctuating in weight. Maybe not as grand as you, because I think with you it was genuinely like you were on the line between obese and just like slightly overweight.
Nah, I crunched the numbers.
Yeah.
I was obese, technically.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like,
But like so you had that higher bar that you had to, you know
just
what I mean?
realized I said I crunched the numbers. Talking about weight, that's funny. But yeah.
But like you had that sort of, because obese is saying you're obese, that's a scary word, right? But for me, I didn't necessarily, it wasn't necessarily about me becoming obese or overweight. It was, if anything, it was just me feeling like I was fat or chubby.
Yeah.
Right. Trying to get rid of the insecurity that I built for myself. Even though when I look back, I guess it was like, yeah, it was kind of normal. And also, like, to be honest, even though I was the skinny one, emphasis on was, because we were the same now, but
that's still such a foreign concept to me that we could possibly
no.
wear the
And
same.
you know what? Can I just say, I think that's bad because you're taller than me, dude.
Yeah, but also
This is bad for me.
No, but like you were saying earlier, it's like you probably have more muscle than me, and I have more chubs. It's fine. Muscle weighs more than fat. We all know this. But just the like knowing, the same part of me like doesn't always realize that you're only like 3 inches shorter than me.
Yeah.
Because I'm so used to like being a head taller than you, my entire life, that like, no, we occupy like a similar amount of space.
Yeah.
We have a similar mass.
Yeah.
And that's like funny.
Like we both struggle with leg room in the back of the car.
Yeah. No, for sure.
But what was I saying? Yeah, so I went through phases of fluctuating in weight, definitely. Like because I was young, like I knew I was too young to start working out. And I also just knew it just wasn't worth it to me to diet, and I thought it was too foreign of an idea. Because I also think like I would never want my 9-year-old kid or 10-year-old kid to diet.
Yeah.
Because like that's just not something you should be worrying about.
And that's something that I think, I am grateful for my parents, and when I was raised is like I was a very chubby kid, but they never made me feel like I had to diet. When I finally flipped that switch for me, it was my choice. You know what I mean? And there's plenty of people that don't, their parents make them diet because they're like, you're too chubs.
Even though, I mean, I still know that I wasn't necessarily, actually, I honestly might have been climbing up to that overweight standard to be considered overweight, right? And during my freshman year, but and I remember it was getting bad because it got to the point where like my parents would like make jokes about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like our parents would like make jokes, being like, "Huh."
Well, I think
I
think there is a threshold, right? About like, yeah, they're making jokes about it, so it is partially true. But they didn't make jokes about me being fat.
That's true.
Because I was
true,
actually
true.
fat.
Yeah,
you know what I
that's
mean?
True, that's true. I think I was in that gray
like
area where you can make jokes about
that
it.
sweet spot.
Yeah, you can make jokes about it, but then it wasn't to the point where they knew I wouldn't I wouldn't cry about it.
Once it's like actually a health problem.
Yeah.
Then it's
like you're
can't
silent.
make jokes about
You're
that.
silent. Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean? So there is that sweet spot. We're taking a little bit longer on this segment than I anticipated, but it's fine. We talked about like I guess how we struggle with weight, right? But going back to like body confidence, because they are different, I think.
You're right.
Because in my humble opinion, right? I don't know if this is a hot take or not, but when let's say me in high school, my freshman year before I lost weight, I was insecure in my body, right? Mm-hmm. When I got down to whatever weight was acceptable, when I eventually did, I'm not going to lie to you, my confidence did not go up. There are people that can be chubby and are also confident in their body, and that's awesome. Good for you, right? But when I tried to lose weight, yes, it was because health, but it was also from vanity because, like I said, I was trying to get a girlfriend. I think I expected that if once I lost that weight, I would just be a cool guy.
Freaking
it would just that insecurity would just be gone.
Yeah.
So what I come to realize is that no, losing weight because you're insecure in how you look at first is giving into that insecurity.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
A little surprise. I don't know if you know this. I actually jumped all the way back up to where I was like plus 200s, like my freshman year of college, with like freshman 15, and I also broken my ankle, so I couldn't exercise, and I just I was like kind of depressed too. So I just
that was the
so
dark
much.
ages.
That was the dark ages of Jason, but we're out of there. It's fine. You could probably see my scar. I just realized.
Oh yeah.
Gross. Should I blur
that little parasite looking thing?
Yeah, little centipede.
Yeah.
On my ankle. That's from when I broke my ankle. But the reason I bring that up is I think more recently, or like, so I was technically at the same weight. I was rocking the same body I was when I was 14. But for some reason, then I was comfortable taking off my shirt at a pool. I was fine telling people how much I weighed. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think there's levels to it. At that point in my life in college, I think I had achieved more body confidence.
Yeah.
So it is kind of cool now that I'm like shredding a little more weight, you know? And I feel like low-key I'm doing it for the right reasons because I want to do it to prove to myself, right? Mm-hmm. Not because I'm expecting, oh, if I lose this weight, then I'll be desirable. I'll be deemed better, right? And I think that's a trap that a lot of people fall into. And this isn't the case for everyone, but in my personal opinion, as someone that has been both really chubby, and I also did get to a point my junior year of high school, I was really skinny, like unhealthily skinny, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it doesn't, if you do it for that reason, you'll either gain it back or you'll be skinny and you will feel the same. That's just my opinion. So body confidence is not always directly correlated to how in shape you are. Think about all the people that are so buff in the world, but still think, I need to get bigger. Body dysmorphia, like you were talking about. Mm-hmm. You know, so it really is a complete, I don't want to say this because we talked about earlier how I told you that I hate this word. It's a mental game. You know? He said mental. I hate that word so much, bro.
It's all about my mental?
Oh, shut up, bro.
Like, my mental, bro.
Obviously, mental as a word, I don't hate. But so many people are like, bro.
Like, just finish
to
it.
Be honest, like, it's not, like, I've been, like, in the gym, and it's, like, not even, like, the fact that, like, I have guns now, but it's, like, dude, my mental.
My
fucking mental, dude. I'm like, I get it, you're right. I'm not saying you're wrong. It's just...
Say the rest of the
mental health. You know, mental health. When you're mental. Mental is not a noun. You can't own a mental. No. It's like my mental. No. Your mental health. That is the noun. Mental is not a noun. Mental is what, an adverb? No. Mental. Because you could turn it into mentally, right? So that's like
mentality. Mental.
Well, mentality is a noun. Okay, this is a tangent. Why? You get my point.
Yeah.
To summarize that, I just feel like body confidence is not always correlated to how nice your body is. And it's something that you have to do up here.
Yeah.
And I think it is possible to achieve better body confidence without necessarily getting more in shape. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I think that's something that a lot of people don't really realize, because I see so many stories of people saying, like, when I was fat, I hated myself, and now I'm shredded and I feel so much better. Like, no, you know, it's like,
you definitely still hate yourself.
Okay, well, I don't want to say that, but it comes off. I feel like any all those stories that you see where people are like, when I was fat, I was depressed. Now I'm fit and I am living my happiest life ever. I feel like it just feeds that narrative. Of like, you can only be happy if you're skinny. That's not true. You know what I mean? So yeah, you're that's conforming. So yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to put that out there. It's my personal opinion on it.
Yeah, for sure.
As someone that again has been on both sides, it's
for sure.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter.
Anyways, I think that was a nice little conversation. Should we move into
today's segment?
Yes.
Segment time.
I know we've been using segment interchangeably with like High-Low Mark Ruffalo and Song of the Week, but we like to have a specific designated segment for each episode to just be like a fun little game or tier list, bracket. Last time we did who's more likely to. Today, we're going to do a little draft.
A draft.
Okay, so we're going to draft musicians, so like artists, producers, right? Anyone in the music industry, famous in the music industry. Zombie apocalypse draft. People you would want on your team in a zombie apocalypse. All right, we have 5 slots. We're doing a snake draft. You want to rock, paper, scissors for who goes first?
Sure, but wait.
I know we didn't. I should clarify. We didn't prepare anything.
Yeah.
A lot of people do these drafts and they have a list prepared.
We didn't.
That's not us.
We came up with this idea.
It wasn't even
at the gym.
No, it wasn't even like we didn't have enough time. We could have whipped something up, and I was like, let's just figure it on the spot.
This makes sense. Fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors. Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, rock. Why did I say? First off, I cut myself off. Then I said rock, and I put. Okay. Let's just start over.
And shoot?
Yeah, rock, paper, scissors, and shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, and shoot.
Dude. Dude.
Rock, paper, scissors, and shoot. I put rock, you put scissors for audio listeners. That's initially why I announced rock. So that audio listeners would know what I was doing. But I lied to them because I literally put scissors. I don't know why that happened. Okay, so I'll go first. And I'll also keep track on my laptop of our teams. Hold on. Give me a second to just make it. Talk to them while I do this.
Talk to them?
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't really prepare.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
All right. My first pick. Hear me out. Okay. DJ Khaled.
What?
All right. I know that sounds ridiculous.
All he does is win.
That's yes. He's gonna win the zombie apocalypse. All right. Well, no.
I don't lose.
People be asking me why I can't lose any weight. So I don't lose. All I do is win. Oh my god.
Bro, you're gonna get annoyed. No, because you know what? Can I tell you why this is a dumb choice?
No. I'm gonna tell you why it wasn't.
Why?
Because that's a big ass man. Okay.
Dude.
And
body confidence.
Body confidence.
If we need food.
I'm saying desperate times call for desperate. On top of that, I know I can outrun that motherfucker. Okay. On top of that, he's annoying, so I won't feel bad for eating him.
This is your first pick.
I had to snag
DJ Khaled.
Okay, I'll be honest. I had to go the food route because you know me.
Can I tell you something, guys, real quick? Before filming this, and I told Jason I didn't have any of this planned out. I don't have any of my draft planned out. He was like, "Oh yeah, me neither. I only know my first pick." And this was your first pick?
Yes. Okay. Listen, he's wide. Use him as a shield. Not that zombies like have guns or anything, but hide behind him. Hide in the flaps. Okay.
What?
And then I can outrun him. All right. So 1, he's a human shield. 2, outrun him. 3, he's big, so it's a lot of food. 4,
they're gonna have to bite so far in just to get him.
That's true. That's true. Now, 4, he's annoying, so I won't feel bad. 5, before we do end up killing him to eat him, though, you know he's gonna have some crazy one-liners. Some shit that, like, after he's gone, we'll be like, remember when he said, "Don't ever play yourself"? You know what I mean? Like, that shit's gonna be so good. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna build camaraderie with my team. It was between him and Drewski. But I like Drewski though.
Drewski, I feel like I'd feel bad.
Yeah, exactly. DJ Khaled, I wouldn't feel bad. What does he even do? He doesn't produce the song. What does he do?
He just says another one.
Yeah,
he calls it
DJ
Khaled. I feel like he would be the type to have producer tags on every single zombie kill he gets. Another one.
Another one.
Another one.
Don't ever play yourself. All right.
All I do is no, that's crazy. Wait, so sorry. I'm a little new to draft. Does that mean I say my first and second pick now?
Yes.
Okay, so my first pick, Snoop Dogg,
Snoop Dogg. Why?
cause
You know that man is slow as fuck.
cause like if you think about it, bro, I feel like Snoop Dogg. Well, for one, I just think he's be the type to just know what to do. You know what I mean? When you imagine, if you imagine like let's imagine. Okay, picture this: a zombie apocalypse comedy movie amongst celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, Snoop Dogg is living.
Yeah, you're right. And DJ Khaled dies first.
Exactly, bro. Because he gets eaten by his teammates.
I'm thinking about protection, okay? I don't care about all my teammates making it out of there. I care about me.
Dude, you're not a team player, dude.
All right, well, continue. So Snoop Dogg.
Wait, before we move on, I was imagining you being like, no, we ran out of food. like, just like,
asparagus. Wait, do you know the clue I'm saying? Asparagus. Do you know that?
No, but
dude, my guy can't say asparagus, bro. He says asparagus. Or you know the video where he's like, now here's the thing. I could eat like 4 more.
Yeah.
On everything I love DJ Khaled so much.
But yeah, I'm saying Snoop Dogg. I just think that, and like, who knows? Like, why you say he's gonna be slow? Because he's old?
Nah, just because he's like.
No, like he gives. I feel
slow.
like he gives.
Have you heard him talk? He just talks.
No, but that's
mellow.
because he's
mellow.
like. That's just because he's mellow, dude.
Yeah, but don't he strike you as the person who's like, I'm not running. You know what I mean? I'll walk.
Yeah, but like, you know what though? Like, I feel like Snoop Dogg is the type of guy that like he would actually. The only thing that would annoy me is that I think I would die before him, and he wouldn't run a single time.
That's a good point. He's like that guy in the movie.
He's just that type of guy. That he's like the Hobie of Spider-Verse.
Yeah, I feel.
In this world.
On top of that, to add to your point, you know, when you guys are hiding out in the shelter, because the thing that a lot of people I feel like underestimate about zombie apocalypse is a lot of it is probably just spent in like quiet in a shelter. Yeah. You know, not able to leave for days, right?
Yeah.
That's just a guess. He would be the one to calm everyone down, you know, hand him a joint. Like, look, man, you know, we're here for another week. There's no need to stress. We got DJ Khaled. We got all the food we need. Just light up. You know what I mean?
I'm sure if we cut open that stomach, we'll find 6 Big Macs in there anyways.
He said he could eat 4 more of those. At least 4 in there.
No, but
asparagus. Bro. There's no way my guy.
I was not expecting DJ Khaled.
I don't have anyone else prepared. Dude, I just gotta think on the fly.
That is crazy. Oh my god.
Right, okay. Your next pick.
My next pick. Okay, this is gonna actually take a second. I have to think about this. Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman. Why? Because he's massive.
Freaking Hugh Jackman. If you think about it, Hugh Jackman's another one of those people that I feel like he would be on the protagonist team. Be the one that's like, everybody calm down.
Man, you're basing this off of like what would be a good movie. You need actual reasons. This is real life.
Like eating him?
Yes. That is a good reason.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Your next pick is like freaking Mario Judah.
Rick Ross. My whole squad is just guys I can eat. That's right. So next up, I got Drewski. Then I got Mario Judah. Then my next pick, Rick Ross. And my final pick, Lizzo.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. Honestly, Hugh Jackman's probably not a great pick, but Hugh Jackman.
I guess I'll allow it.
If you want me to change, I'll think of a different one.
You can't. No, it's okay. If that's how you want to play, that's fine. I'm actually okay with that because I was going to choose, for my next pick, I was going to choose Will Smith.
Smith?
Yes. Now, he technically does have an actual music career.
Oh, like, yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
I don't even know.
No, he counts. It's just, why?
Because
He'll smack him?
Well, yeah. Also, like, listen, obviously Will Smith was in the wrong in that situation. Why the fuck are you smacking a dude on live television? What are you doing? But I am in the camp of people that doesn't think that's a reflection of his character. I think that was a bad moment for him. Mm-hmm. You know, I still think from everything I've seen from him, he strikes me as a good dude, right? And, you know, I feel like he'd be a good leader. It's not because of I Am Legend. I haven't seen that movie, but apparently he plays a similar role to that. It's just because he strikes me as someone that could maintain a crowd. And he's charismatic. He's an older guy. He's, you know, so he commands respect. And I think he's pretty fit. At least maybe. Somewhat, you know. And yeah, he can slap a motherfucker. 100%.
Wait, Will Smith?
Yeah.
I don't think he's fit. You know, he has a whole series on YouTube of him losing weight, and he quit midway through the series.
All right, well, then I can outrun him, too, so that's fine. It's fine.
Extra meal.
The fact of the matter is, it doesn't matter how fit he is. He's outrunning DJ Khaled. You know what I mean? So we're fine. Okay, and my next pick, Okay, this is going to be a weird one. Taylor Swift.
You see, then you're just wrong.
See, because I know that you're thinking, oh, Jason, you're such a fucking Swiftie. Why are you
pick Taylor Swift?
Find a way to squeeze her into everything. Fuck yo, right? But
okay,
no.
That's just not what
But no, hear me out, okay? These are my last days on Earth. Actually,
you want to at least meet Taylor Swift?
I would love to meet Taylor. That's a bucket list item. No, I'm kidding. I would love to just pick her brain.
Literally? Like if you turn into a zombie?
No, just like, I don't know. Like, one of the reasons why I like Taylor Swift beyond her music is, like, I feel like she just strikes me as someone that'd be, like, fun to talk to. Mm-hmm. Like, random stuff. So I feel like any absurd shit that happens where, like, DJ Khaled, you know, says something stupid, or, like, Will Smith slaps DJ Khaled and it's, like, awkward in the room, you know? We'll just be like, this is crazy, right? You know what I mean? Yeah. Just, like, nudge him a little bit. Like, that she's going to be, like, my right-hand man. You know, we're going to be, like, buddies together.
This is some fantasy, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like we're going to be, like, the ones that are, like, just cracking jokes the entire time. You know? Because the truth is, I am such a goofy individual that even in a zombie apocalypse, I know I'm not going to be taking shit seriously.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm going to crack a little dance here and there. And yeah. Taylor Swift is going to be the one that does it with me.
Yeah.
On top of that, she's really tall. So if I need more food... Oh. I was going to say, if I need more food or I need a ladder, I have it. And yeah. I don't know. Like, I know it seems like a joke, but, like, I really think having someone like her would be a morale boost. You know, she strikes me as someone that would keep a level head. You have a fun conversation with, can be relatively lighthearted. And yeah, you got to have some girls in there. I'm not going to be stranded with 5 guys on my team.
So, why? Is that gay? Is that
no, that's not why. It's just like, I just don't need that. You know, let's spice it up. Let's make it interesting.
Just throw a girl in there. What is this, Maze Runner?
I might have more girls. You never know. Anyway, so that's my number 3 pick. Clowning it all you want. I think that's a smart one. That one matters for me. You know, because like if we die, at least I died having fun, being like, look at this guy
with Taylor Swift.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
And I guess realistically, if you let's say you died and you're like whether if it was from a zombie or not, like you're in that transitioning period where you're like about to turn to a zombie. I feel like Taylor Swift would be the one that's like feeling bad about it.
Yeah. We need some feminine energy.
Because DJ Khaled probably be like, thank God I'm not going to be eaten.
Yeah, we need some, like, as much as we need, like, the hard-ass energy, that's what we get from Will Smith, you need the heart of the group.
All right, for third, I'm thinking Kendrick Lamar.
Why? That dude is literally 5'6".
Exactly. He can hide. He can fit through small holes.
No way,
Fit through small places.
He's your short round. That's crazy.
And
No way.
As a battle strategy, pick them up, throw them.
Oh my god.
Throw them.
Oh my god, bro.
3, 2, 1. Whee!
You know what I mean? Wow, I can't
Euphoria.
believe. You know what I mean?
Like, also, bro, he could just write a diss track about all those zombies, bro, and they'll just go away. After all this Drake stuff, bro. If anything, he'll probably be like, "I bet Drake is a zombie." You know what I mean? Like, you might say something about that.
Wow, that's a crazy pick. No, I like it though. It's fun.
And then my 4th pick.
He just diss track all the zombies away.
Yeah, my 4th pick, Metro Boomin, because he'd make the diss tracks with Kendrick.
Dude, are you kidding me right now?
Do you want me to think of a different one?
No, I mean if you want it.
Well, the truth
you
is
could
that
justify
I genuinely can't think of anyone else.
I have good ones.
You better not say freaking.
You'll see who I say.
Okay, freaking Ice Cube or
No, it's not a bad one. But no. All right, my next pick. Actually, I'm stuck between 2 people for this 4th one. So I'd love to get your opinion. I'm thinking David, because you saw the behind the scenes of that Feel It music video.
True,
that
bro.
man is agile as fuck.
True.
He did all his stunts, bro.
It's actually very true.
Low key, he's an athlete. All right, and I feel like we need the agility
Mm-hmm. I
on our
didn't think
team.
about that.
You know, because Will Smith, like you said, he's not in the best shape, but I imagine he's somewhat strong.
And you know David will outrun DJ Khaled.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Well, dude, we're all outrunning DJ Khaled. he's all the way back there. You know, that's not the issue. But I just feel like you need some of that that light. You know, agile. The only reason I'm not into him as much is because I feel like he also seems like a really lighthearted guy from what I've seen from him. And he kind of steps on Taylor Swift's role.
Well, what was the other option?
My other option is Chris Brown. Because you know that man can fight to a certain degree.
Yeah.
Okay. Just because of what we know about him.
Yeah.
And he's also agile. You seen the video of him doing a backflip on the beat of the song?
True.
Sick. That was actually sick. Or was it a front flip? It might have been a front flip. I feel like it was a front flip. But yeah, if I can trust him, if he's on my team, I just feel but he's gonna be boring though. See, like that's my thing. Is like I want to have fun. You know what I mean? I don't know if I like Chris Brown's personality that much. I'm gonna go David. Fuck it. Yeah, it kind of steps on my reasoning for wanting Taylor Swift there, but he seems like a little bit less of like a softie and more just like a fun, lighthearted guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Taylor will be fun, but she can also get emotional with me. You know, if I'm like, I miss my family, she'd be like, yeah, I feel you. And David wouldn't really know how to handle those situations.
You don't think he would?
I mean, maybe he would. I don't know.
He has a little sister.
Oh.
He brings her on stage and they perform together.
Okay, he probably would then. But like, well, the 3 of us will cry together then. I want
Will
him.
Smith and DJ Khaled will just be like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, what the fuck?
Because Will Smith is definitely not gonna miss Jaden or Willow.
Wow, that's crazy. But yeah, the main reason I want him is for the agility, and Chris Brown would probably just be so mean to me. I don't know why. I just feel like he would be. And with my last pick of the draft, you're gonna say this is a stupid one. Okay. Ariana Grande.
Why?
Because I need my motivation.
Your motivation?
Yeah, and Taylor Swift. Look, like she's a pretty person. She's a handsome woman. But I need my love interest for this story. The person that's keeping me going. Same reason why I listen to Ariana at the gym. All right? Keeps me going. Okay? And yeah. She's my love interest. Also, I just wanted to have another girl in there. Because I don't want Taylor Swift to be a part of that sausage fest alone. You know what I mean? Also, she could wingman me a little bit. And the 2 girls, they're probably going to spend a lot of time together too, you know?
You can be like Taylor putting in a word.
Yeah. Also, like, she's small. She could fit into places. like she's our short round. And let's see if I can think of anything else. She could try to serenade the zombies away, assuming they have ears. She
has a very high voice.
Yeah.
So maybe she can reach a note that will hurt zombies.
Yeah. Or we could just use, like, whenever she hits a whistle tone, it means zombies are coming. She'd be like, ah! I'm like, oh. Everybody mind your stations. And if I'm sad at the nights, because like I said earlier, a lot of this process is just going to be sitting in a room, sitting alone in a house, in a building, for like days on end, in a bunker. She can serenade me. Taylor Swift, I don't know if she would do that in the same way. Ariana, perfs. Who's your last pick?
Just to get a little bit of diversity, I'm gonna pick a woman because I also don't really want it to be all guys because I feel like, yeah, Cardi B.
That's a good one.
Cardi
B. That's a good last pick.
Because I think Cardi B will kill those zombies. I think Cardi B would toss them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Cardi B also is like very funny. Like she seems like a fun person.
Yeah.
When she's not, mad.
Yeah.
But then when she is mad.
Yeah.
You would not want to mess with her.
I feel you. That's a great one. All right. So we have our teams. I'll read them out for audio listeners. I might also put them on the screen depending on how lazy I am. My team is DJ Khaled, Will Smith, Taylor Swift, David, and Ariana Grande. Pretty solid in my opinion. I'm a fan of that one. The only thing is I'm missing like just brute strength.
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah. But we also don't know that he would be like a good fighter. They could just be like gym muscles.
I guess that's true.
But I mean, whatever. He probably could handle himself. He played Wolverine, And your team is Snoop Dogg, Hugh Jackman, Kendrick Lamar, Metro Boomin, and Cardi B. I don't know why Metro Boomin is there.
That's a fire track.
Yeah, for sure. Can you imagine Hugh Jackman on a hook, bro? With Kendrick Lamar, Snoop Dogg, and Cardi B on the verses? Metro Boomin beat. That's sick. That's actually sick, bro. Anyways, that's the end of that segment. You guys let us know in the comments who you think won. I kind of think I did. I'm not going to lie.
Well, I actually have a few replacements I'd have in mind.
Oh. Okay. I guess we'll allow it.
Well,
as long as none of them are on my team.
Yeah. I'm thinking of replacing Hugh Jackman with Pharrell Williams.
Why?
Because here's why. Here's why. Hear me out. He's Pharrell Williams. He's Pharrell.
You have no guns. Your strongest guy here is probably fucking Snoop Dogg.
So skinny.
Or no, you're strong. Your brute is
no. But listen. It's then you replace Metro Boomin.
Okay.
With I'd honestly go with Drewski.
Drewski, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like Drewski would be funny.
Yeah.
He also seems like he'd get the job done.
Sure. Yeah.
An extra meal.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
All right.
I love how we had the whole conversation about body positivity.
I know. Well, we're not saying anything. We're not like shaming them.
Well, yeah. Just saying.
It's all in good fun,
If we get hungry.
Love you, DJ Khaled. You're hilarious. You're one of the funniest people I've ever seen in my life. Okay. So that's the end of that segment again. Let us know who you think won. We are going to move into our final portion of the podcast, which is our question. So if you guys have any questions of topics or just general like Q&A type conversation questions that you want us to answer, please put them in the comments, please. This is another one from my YouTube community post from a while back from Short Stack of Pancakes, who asks, who is someone you've both been inspired by / who has been your greatest role models? Now I thought we could take this to be our YouTube inspiration, someone who inspires us on YouTube, and then just in general.
Do we give two answers then?
Sure.
Each?
Yeah. Well, you don't have to just think of one. Just name some people.
Well, there's definitely Kelly Wakasa.
Mm-hmm.
I think Kelly Wakasa is the YouTuber that taught me at least about higher quality production. Higher quality production. And he also taught me like I feel like just watching his videos and seeing how well arranged they are and how like
how much thought
is put into it. It like made me realize that like, oh, like I could really take my videos that far. Especially knowing that like when I start watching his videos, I like just started using Premiere Pro, and he also uses Premiere Pro, so it was like I had no excuses pretty much. So yeah, I think for YouTube it's definitely Kelly Wakasa. I feel like it shows too in some of my videos. You can see the resemblance, the similarities. I mean, I'm trying to have my own style now though. What about you?
Well, I mean, obviously before I did music commentary content, it was really just whoever I enjoyed watching in the moment. Like I had a phase where I was really into watching Kelly Wakasa's videos, and then I made videos kind of similar to that. Then I had a phase where I mean, it's not really a phase. I still enjoy Cody Ko sometimes, but I had a phase where I was really into Cody Ko, and I started making some like Reddit commentary type videos. And then music kind of just again fell in my lap, and I just took it and ran with it because it was fun. I definitely think part of my inspiration, especially when I started switching over to the strictly reaction content, a lot of my inspiration is obviously HT Hayes, Ashley. I guess the channel Reacts by Ash, right? She has like multiple channels, but I think that's her music one. And I guess it would mainly be those. Like I could say like Anthony Fantano too, even though we're not really the same styles. I enjoy watching those videos and seeing the way they talk about music, and it honestly helps me shape the way I look at music.
Yeah.
You know, in a way, like I love that H.T. Hayes and Ashley in particular have a lot of fun with it. But then also will take moments to point out what they don't like about songs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I like Anthony Fantano. I just every single one of his videos, I learned something. Like whether it's like the way he talks about it, or just something, just always there's just a little bit of nugget of knowledge or something. As someone that doesn't really know a lot about music but makes music commentary, it feels kind of like contradictory, right? So I feel like watching those videos really helped me shape. I don't want to say shape my own opinions as well, but they've helped me to understand how to do YouTube commentary to a certain degree. So yeah, those would be my YouTube inspirations as of late. As for role models in general, I would say mine is Kobe Bryant, R.I.P. I just love his dedication to his job and his passion for it. I think there's this quote in La La Land that's like, people love what people are passionate about, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think even if you don't like basketball, seeing how dedicated Kobe was to the game, even after he retired, I think is so admirable. And it's just like that type of mindset could be applicable to whatever you do. You know, It's like just dedication, pushing through when shit gets hard, when shit's not as fun as you anticipate it to be. I think of Kobe a lot when I don't feel like editing. I know that sounds so stupid, but like it's true. You know, it's like just having the mindset, like you know what you want, do whatever it takes to get there.
Yeah.
So he was always a really big part of me. I love Kobe Bryant. That's my G. Any other role models? I mean, do you have any?
I don't know. That's tough. I mean, I'm not the type to really like think about role models like our grandpa.
Yeah, I guess that would be.
But because I feel like, from what I've heard about his life story, is pretty eventful and very impressive.
Yeah.
So I just think that that's pretty cool. But like I feel like for celebrities, I don't know. I mean, I definitely think there's a lot of things that I envy or admire about certain celebrities. Like I've been like on this whole, because I've been listening to a lot of Driver Era. I've been on this whole like how I just think like Ross Lynch is like really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like how he has a lot of good stage presence. Little things like that. I also do respect Kobe Bryant, but probably not to the extent that Jason does.
I mean, I also would say that I kind of like not look up to people, but like admire certain aspects of people, right? I wouldn't say that they're like as far like to the extent of like role models, but like, yeah, I don't know. Like, there's plenty of people I could name countless. A guy I've been really into lately, like I talked about in the last episode, John Bellion. I watched a podcast. He was on George Janko's podcast, and I watched that, and I just loved listening to the way he talked about the music industry and his life. I think it was super insightful, and also just seems like a really like grounded but still smart and still like smart guy, but also just someone that is not afraid to get too narcissistic. I know that sounds bad. Being narcissistic is bad, but I feel like so many people are quick to judge when it comes to like narcissism, when in actuality we're all so narcissistic.
True.
Like, we're all so full of ourselves.
True.
And I feel like hearing the way he talks about his life, it's like almost relatable. I feel like it doesn't come off as narcissistic. It just comes off as like passionate, you know, and relatable, like I said. So I really like him. Also, he's a freaking musical genius. God, what is it called? Human Connection? I think that's what it's called. His album from like 2016, bangers, so fun. Like, I understand little like young women looking up to Taylor Swift, or just like women in general looking up to Taylor Swift, right? Because she is like, but I don't feel like I have a personal connection to anyone like to that level.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I think Jungkook is pretty cool.
that's true. He is.
I won't lie. I think like there are a lot of things I admire about him.
Yeah, sure. I mean, like I've said on my channel plenty of times, I kind of just don't really let myself get that invested in like celebrities or like artists as like people, because you never know what's gonna happen. You don't know them. Like, imagine if I was a Drake fan and then this Kendrick Lamar diss track drops, and now I'm like, you just feel like kind of gypped. You feel like, what do I do now? So
Your ruler has been overthrown.
I keep everyone at arm's length. It's so funny though, like to the degree that I do that. Like when I listen to artists' music, like for example, after recording my Positions video, I was listening to a lot of Ariana Grande, and then I recorded the Boys Mind music video. And I was like kind of really getting into like her music and stuff. I like purposefully stopped listening. I'm like, I don't want to become obsessed with her music. I don't know why. It's just weird. Anyways, I guess that wraps up the episode then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we have an outro? Okay, so this episode is probably gonna come out on Monday. Right? So our first episode was on Friday, this one's on Monday, and then moving forward we're gonna try and make every episode come out on Monday. That's the plan, as of right now.
Yeah.
We'll see if we hold up to if we can stick to that. I don't know. Again, I said I want to prioritize just having fun with this and not making it like work. My other YouTube channel is like my job in a lot of ways, so I want this to be like more like a fun hobby. Subscribe if you're enjoying this. Like the podcast, it helps out a lot. Comment questions that you want us to answer, like I was saying. And I guess that's it. We don't really have an outro, so